Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Harakakodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well a great millstone. And also Shalom to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. So this is an article posted by NME.com, and it says Grimes and Lil Uzi Vert want to get brain chips together. We'll have the knowledge of the gods. And he goes on to read, Grimes has even set out a time frame for the potential procedure. Grimes and Lil Uzi Vert. Now here's a picture. You see Lil Uzi Vert on the left and Grimes on the right. Alright. Grimes and Lil Uzi Vert have said they're planning on getting brain chips together after striking up an unlikely friendship. The bizarre pledge came about over the weekend when Lil Uzi tweeted Neuralink, a reference to Elon Musk's startup firm that aims to implant a computer interface in the human brain to provide long-term treatment for neurological conditions such as dementia. Let's get brain chips, Grimes replied, prompting Lil Uzi to agree. I'm ready. When we doing it? But far from being a joke, Grimes suggested she already has the idea planned out. As she suggested, let's aim for chips by 2022. It's experimental surgery, but if it succeeds, we'll have the knowledge of the gods. Haha. And if you see, I guess Lil Uzi tweeted back and said, I'm ready. When are we doing it? So here's all the messages. I guess they were tweeting each other about this chip. Now I was looking on the Snapchat where I originally got a hint of this, and they were talking about becoming cyborgs by putting computers in their brain. And really what all this is propaganda, or is Esau pushing that image. Because one way they want to get you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, to view this as something positive is to have these celebrities, these celebrities push that image upon you. Because these celebrities are leaders to you Israelites. You had shows like American Idol. You guys worship these actors, these athletes, these musicians, these rappers, singers, dancers, these stars, these famous people. And if you're an Israelite, you tend to lean more towards Israelite celebrities. That's why they have Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lil Wayne throwing up the devil horns, which is the corna hand sign, which goes back to witchcraft and Satanism. And they have these celebrities push these images on you. This so-called knowledge of the gods, so that you can be seduced by it. You can be raptured by it. So this is Isaiah chapter 28, and I'm going to just jump to the point. Verse 14, wherefore hear the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, ye scornful men, that rule this people which is in Jerusalem, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. And that's what these celebrities, these athletes, these little Uzi Verts, these Lil Waynes, these Birdman, these Beyoncés, these Jay-Z's, okay, they made a covenant with death. Not just them. You even got celebrities in the religious field. T.D. Jakes. You know, T.D. Jakes is a major influence when it comes to you Israelites. Okay. And he knows the truth. He knows that we're the Israelites, but he's not teaching that. And they are what? They're rulers over our people. But check this out one more again. In verse 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. They made a covenant with death. They're in a contract with Esau. Okay. They have to do rituals. There's certain things they can and cannot say. Okay. They made a covenant with Esau. They made a covenant with death. And with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we had made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hid ourselves. So when shit hits the fan, they think because all the things that they're doing, they're going to be safe. They're going to continue to keep their fame, their glory that they've obtained in this world. It's not going to be so. It's not going to be so. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agree with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. So ultimately, these deals, contracts, these plans you have with Esau, it's going to fail. Okay, all that money, them riches you've obtained by being wicked, selling out, participating in rituals, having our people go off, okay, that's going to be disannulled. Okay, and at the end, all those benefits you received are going to come to naught. You're going to be destroyed. Okay? You are going to be destroyed. All you Israelites out there that are leading our people astray. All you celebrities. Okay? You're all going to be destroyed. Alright? And those brain chips, you know, I'm going to get that real quick. Okay, this is Neuralink. And they have a website. It says Neuralink developing ultra-high bandwidth brain-machine interfaces to connect humans and computers. Let's just go and look at it a little bit. Understanding the brain. They got a whole codex of this stuff. And I don't even want to go into it, It's all witchcraft. But it's real. Okay, this is what Esau wants. And he's going to use this for his benefit, not for your benefit. Okay, he's going to use it to make you a slave. All right, much more than you already are. Now here's just a little bit of what they have going on. Okay, you could see the microchips in the brain. Okay. And they're gonna do great things with this, man. Okay. Cause people to see, cause people to talk again, walk again, hear again, download information almost instantaneously. That's what they were talking about by having the knowledge of the gods. By being able to receive knowledge, information, with just the click of a mouse, just by downloading it. Almost just as easy as thinking it. Okay? But it's not going to be to your benefit. Alright? Esau's going to control you with this. There's movies like RoboCop. Movies like Upgrade. Movies like Bloodshot. Where they have total control of the person that has the chip. Has that device in their brain. And it's all scriptural. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? Or in their foreheads, man. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in your hand or in your forehead. Look at this one. It doesn't necessarily have to be there. But, as the scripture says, that's the predominant places it's going to be inserted. It's true. Right hand simply means, when you go into the Greek, right hand or right, it means dextros, which goes back to what? Dexterity. Dexterous. It's your hand it's the hand that you use the best. So if you were born left-handed, that would be your left hand. If you were right-handed or are right-handed, then of course it'll be in your right hand or in your forehead. Say you don't have hands. Say you don't want it in your hands. You can actually put that in your head. And it's already going on today. People are, putting chips in their hands to access computers, to pay for things. The technology's already here. But the thing is, Esau wants to mandate it. Okay? He wants to make it a law that you need this in order to exist in his system, in his society. And it's scriptural this is going to happen. Okay, that's part of the image of the beast, which is going to be the image of the New World Order. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So no matter who you are in society, a celebrity, a president, a field worker, a fucking, a garbage truck driver, school teacher, student, a newborn baby, man. That's why we need to be saved up out of this fucking place, man. Okay. Because they plan to microchip us and our children, man. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You won't be able to exist in this system, in this society, unless you have that mark. You won't be able to buy food, water, clothes, medicine. You won't be able to have a roof over your head. You won't be able to get a job. None of that. Not saying that we want jobs, but just to exist, Just to have a roof over your head. Just to eat. You're going to need that. Now, of course, we preach that you have to have faith in the Lord, in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's going to provide for you in that day. But if you don't have faith, you don't know how to, survive through the Spirit. The Spirit's gonna guide us. But if you don't have the Spirit, you don't have no survival skills. You're just gonna rely on Esau. And you're gonna go get that chip. Okay. I'm gonna jump to, I think there's one in 17. No, I'm gonna just read this one. So this is Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth. The beast is NATO and the EU. And the kings of the earth, all these other nations. Okay, you got kings, presidents in China, Japan, Africa, Arabia. Okay? So the beast is dealing with like Edomites, so-called white countries, which is NATO and the EU. And the kings of the earth would be these other nations. So here's the vision. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. The he that sat on the horse, is up here, let's see. Verse 11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. And just by reading that, you understand that that's talking about so-called Jesus Christ. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So there you have it. That's the Lord and Savior Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. There's going to be, when there's World War III, at the end of World War III, these nations are going to stop fighting each other and fight against the Lord. But they're not going to prevail. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. See? All you that take that chip, you know you're going to be cast into that lake of fire, which the lake of fire is nuclear destruction. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. So don't take that chip, man. It's coming. Alright. It's coming real soon. Okay. They said by 2022. By 2022, they want to get it. And it's not a joke, man. They're saying by 2022, we're here in 2021. These things that are being said in the public, okay, by these celebrities and people on TV, the news, you know, it's real. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem, Harakakwadash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone, and shalom to all the hopeful elect out there preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity.